Here's a quick review of the Mora 510. I think this is probably my favorite overall Mora. I really like this handle shape, and I don't mind that it's not a rubberized grip just because it locks into the hand so well. I don't love, let me pull out the companion. So this is probably one of Mora's most famous current knife designs. You have the Garberg after this, but I don't love when the area around the pinky is that much thicker than your pointer finger, your index finger. I mean, this is comfortable, it's fine, but I really like this when this just comes back a little bit. So you have a little bit of a swell, and this comes back for your hand. And I have large, extra large size hands. It's about a little over 4 inches, almost 4.5 inches across my palm, and I'm able to fit this perfectly in my hand. And I talked about this in a review of the Mora High Q. These two have the same blade shape. It's a little bit shallower in terms of blade width than the companion, a little bit shorter and slightly thinner. I think they might be about the same size, but they feel thinner. And I feel like I'm able to just move this through wood a little easier overall. The companion does fine, but this is just a little bit more of a fine cutting instrument. Still scanty grind. You see I have a little micro bevel on there just for durability. It's carbon steel, so it will patina, and you can see I've got plenty on there. But again, I don't really worry about these too much. They're almost disposable with how inexpensive they are. But like I did for my high Q demonstration, let me just get some flats here, and as you can see, we've got paper thin shavings from this guy. So you can pay more for a knife, and I have, because I like custom knives by people I know, makers who do good work. I like to support those folks. But man, it's really hard to beat these Moras. You get a ton of knife, very capable knife for not a lot of money.